Let's be honest, moving on from a painful situation that occurred in our lives can be extremely difficult, right? Whether it was a divorce, childhood trauma, toxic friendships, so to speak, whatever that thing may be, it can be difficult. And a lot of times we tend to harbor resentment in our hearts. Sometimes we have bitterness in our hearts. Sometimes we just can't seem to let it go. And we're stuck. Listen, holding on to the bitterness will only hinder our growth. It will only hinder your growth, right? So, today we're going to be talking about how to move on from a painful past and without resentment. Okay. If that sounds good to you, let's hop right into the video. All right. So, how do we let it go? We're going to be talking about 3 steps to let it go. Okay. So, number one is to accept that you cannot change the past. You can't change what happened. You can't change what occurred and who did what. You can change yourself. You can make the steps and take the steps to heal yourself so that you see the situation in a different way. Will that be easy? Absolutely not. But will it be worth it? Yes. It's taking step by step, building the brick by brick so that you can put yourself in a position to win. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but taking those steps to cleanse yourself and to cleanse your mind and to stop ruminating over things that happen to you is the first step in your healing journey, or at least one of the first things in your healing journey. Okay. Um, you can't let it define you. The more you talk about something, the more that you think about it, wherever you position your thought process, that's where you will grow, that's where you will go. Right. So if you're constantly thinking about that situation, you're ruminating over it, you are trying to figure out every single circumstance that occurred around that situation. What could you have done differently? What did they say? What did you say? What happened? Absolutely not. It's going to continue to keep you in this cycle, excuse me, of constantly questioning every single thing instead of saying, hey, what can I do to move on? What can I do to heal? All right. So, number one is to accept that you cannot change the past. It's done. It's time to move forward. Number two is to release the need for revenge or justice. I had a conversation in the car with my daughter yesterday. I was picking my girls up from school. And one of my daughters said to me, "Mommy, I don't like I forgot what the little boy's name was, but I don't like so and so because he did this and he said this to my little sister and I want to get revenge." And I said to her, "I understand what you feel. I understand what you're saying, but vengeance is mine, says the Lord." Okay? I said that to her because she needs to understand that it's not our job to fight our battles. It's not our job to get revenge on people, to try to right the situation from our perspective and make that person feel the hurt that they caused us. It can seem very, very tempting to want to do that, but it's not going to benefit you in your spiritual journey in your walk with the Lord. Okay. So Romans 12 19 says, again, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. It's not your job to make them pay. It's not your job to, what am I trying to say? It's not your job to try to figure out ways and a plan to make them feel what they made you feel. It's not your job to do any of those things. It's your job to submit it to the Lord, and it's your job to allow him to do what he's going to do and only what he can do. And it's your job to take the necessary steps again to heal. All right. So number 3 is to choose peace over pain. I cannot stress this enough. I had a conversation with one of my girlfriends one day, and she said to me, "Stacy, if it's costing me my peace, it's costing me too much." When I tell you that hit me in such an amazing way, I said, wow, I love that. I'm going to use that. Because what she was essentially saying is that your peace is priceless. There's nothing that tops that. I mean, other than your relationship with the Lord, but your peace of mind is so priceless. And is nothing in the world that you should want to compromise that peace, right? So if you're putting yourself in a position where you are allowing someone to control your mind by keeping you in a place of resentment and wanting to get revenge, that means that that person still controls your emotions in some way, shape, or form. Release it. Release it. Pray about it. Ask God to help you in that space. Help Him to ask Him to help you to forgive yourself and to forgive that person as well, so that you can release all of those things that you've been holding, so that you can be open to receiving what God has for you. Okay. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're forgetting what happened. Your feelings are valid. What you went through is valid. The pain that you have felt is valid. It doesn't negate the fact that it happened, right? However, when you let it go and you protect your peace at all costs, you are freeing yourself. You are completely allowing yourself to be free from the drama, the constant thoughts around it. And when I tell you, hanging on to thoughts and the drama and all the things from your past and trying to understand why this happened or what could have gone differently or what have you, those are things that God is like, it happened for a reason. I took you through that for a reason. And a lot of times we have to take a step back and just be quiet. We have to sit still and allow God to speak to us, because we might think that what we went through was painful, and that it may have been, but it was for our good. It was for God to take us to a place that we have never been before, to elevate us in a way that we've never been elevated before. But we can't go to the next level until we're in a space where we are able to free ourselves from our past and to free ourselves from things, people, places that no longer serve us, whether it's mentally or emotionally. Okay? I want you to tell yourself that you choose peace today. I want you to choose peace today. I want you to choose healing today. I want you to speak that over yourself every single day for the next however many weeks, days, months, years, until you get it into your spirit, until you get it into your heart, and to really get in and understand and reevaluate your heart posture. Because a lot of times our prayers that we have, and we want God to answer certain prayers that we have, and He's saying, well, what about your heart? Have you cleansed your heart? What's in your heart that's keeping you from me? What's that barrier? Release that so that God can flow fluidly through your life and answer the prayers that you have sent to Him and you've spoken to Him in your quiet moments. Okay. If this video resonated with you, and I pray that it did, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Also, go down in the comments, and I want you to put one affirmation that you can speak over yourself today. What is one thing that you can speak over yourself? You can add more to it, absolutely. But what's one thing that you can speak over yourself today going forward, that's going to really help you to release the pain of your past and just leave it where it is in the past? All right, in the rear view mirror, so that you can look forward to all the amazing things that God has for you. Okay. So, also, I forgot to say that I also have a free workbook. I'm going to link it down in the description box below, and it is called the Forgiveness Blueprint. It is a step-by-step guide to help you to learn to forgive. Learn to forgive so that you can walk in freedom, and you can walk in just a pure heart for God. Nothing in there that's keeping you bitter and wanting that revenge and having a cold heart. Okay? So, either way, have an amazing day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.